Well, hello everyone, and welcome. Oh, I got my glasses on. I can see y'all. I really can't. Uh, well, welcome to my channel. I am Miss Burt. Welcome to the Dreams Empowerment Network. And for the month of March, we're celebrating and honoring women in power who have taken control of their destiny and are walking in full confidence and faith. And so the month of March, we're just interviewing entrepreneurs all over the United States to share their story, how they found the confidence, how did they find the strength to continue on to their destiny. And tonight, I want to welcome my good friend, Contessa Louise, as she shares her story. Hi, Contessa.
Hello, Miss Burt. How are you doing today? I just have to say, I love me some Roberta. I really do. I mean, look at that smile. How can you not love that? Being in her presence is like having the sun shine on you. I'm like, thank you so much. I just had to get that in there real quick.
Well, thank you, my dear. So we're going to I would just want you to inspire these women who may be listening, who may be self-doubting, who may not know or feel the strength to go on. I want you to share your story, how you became Contessa Louise, the author, Contessa Louise, the blogger, the Contessa Louise, the publisher. Man, I'm telling you, you have a host of things that you do and you help people with. I know, I think it's really good to share your story so that others may hear how you took control of your destiny and walked into it.
It's funny. Every time someone introduces me, I'm like, who are they talking to? Oh, that's me. Because I wasn't always this person. And for those of you who don't know me, I was a teenage mom. I had my son at the very early age of 16. And for most people, that's where the story ends. I'm a teen mom, and I'm going to be on welfare, and I'm not really going to do anything with my life. I may be on drugs. I may be in jail. I may live in poverty for the rest of my life. That wasn't going to be the life for us. I was determined not to let that be the life for us. It took a long time for that to happen, but I knew in my mind that I was destined for something other than poverty. I was destined for something other than the struggle. We struggled for a long time. My son has autism. And so when you're raising a child with special needs, there's all these other complications, all these other disadvantages, all these other things that you have to fight for each and every day, not just for your family, but for that one individual alone. Every single day is a fight. So I'm already at a negative to begin. I'm a teen mom. I got a child with a disability. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. So I had to fight and struggle all the time. I couldn't keep a job. Could never keep a job. And it's not because I didn't want to. It wasn't because I was a bad employee. It's because we had doctor's appointments, we had therapy appointments, we had this, they called me from school. So I was never always fully present at my job. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago when I was sad and depressed. Oh, don't forget, I have a chronic illness too. Let's add that to the mix. I have a chronic illness too, okay? That takes a lot from me. And so a couple of years ago, I was just tired. You ever been so tired that you just wanted to give up? Like, I literally just wanted to spend the rest of my life in a corner and crying, because I knew that this was not supposed to be my life, but I didn't know what to do to change it. But I was determined at that moment. Something had to give. Something needed to change. All I needed was that one opportunity, just one. Just one. You hear those stories of people that says, at this one moment, something happened to change my life. I wanted that to happen for me. I knew that it happened to everybody else, but I needed that one moment to happen for me. I had no idea what it was going to be, but I needed something to change. If not, I was just going to stop. Yes, my kids needed me, but they were grown, but I couldn't take the pressure of everyday life anymore. I know you guys understand what I mean because we've been there. You ever drove up to work and just cried?
Oh, yeah.
Because you did not want to walk into the building. You could
full-blown tantrum. Full-blown tantrum.
Yes, you couldn't take another moment. You're like, I can't do this anymore. This is not supposed to be my life. Absolutely. Now let's turn it around. You ever drove up to your home and be like, I can't get out of the car yet. I can't. I just cannot get out of this car and walk into my home because I don't have the strength to deal with whatever is going on inside of my house. That's where I was. I didn't have the strength to go on with my life. A couple days later, I was part of a writing group on Facebook, and the leader of the group decided that she was gonna do a webinar, much like the webinar we're doing now, on publishing a book. And she wanted to use someone's book as an example. Me, use my book. You know, I told her what my book was about and everything, and there was like 10 or 15 of us who volunteered, and she picked my book. And then all of a sudden, all this fear came over me because Tessa ain't had no book. Tessa ain't had no book. Tessa has never written a book in her life. But I always wanted to write a book, and I was like, oh no. So I had a decision I needed to make in there. Was I going to tell her I didn't have a book? But 3 days. I had 3 days to get it done. I decided to write the book. A lot of times opportunities come, but they have to take sacrifice. It's not going to be easy. You want your life to change? It's not going to be easy. You're going to have to give up something of yourself in order to change your life. I had to sacrifice a lot to take off 3 days of my entire life to write my book. And that's what I did. I locked myself away and I wrote for 3, again, never written a book before. Didn't know the first thing about writing a book. All I did was pour my heart out into this book. And I actually wrote the book about me and my son and the struggles that we had with autism. It's a book on forgiveness. And most of all, forgiving myself for not knowing what I was doing as a young parent. And so that's what I wrote my book about, gave it to her in 3 days. She published a book and I became a best-selling author.
What?
For the first time.
Wow. That's, you know what? That's, seizing the moment, you know?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Right now, there are people out there who have opportunities right in front of them. And you don't know whether or not you should take it. You don't know whether or not you have the skills. You don't know whether or not you have the courage. You don't even know whether or not you're going to have the support. And I'm here to tell you that you already have every single thing you need on the inside of you, because that opportunity would have never came if you couldn't do it. Yeah. So when those opportunities come, you got to jump on them right then and there. Those are
you were saying that. I envisioned a person standing on the edge of the pool, like they're going to jump in, and they keep saying, I'm gonna jump, and then somebody comes past and push you in.
Just right in, like go.
Right? And you just start swimming, right? You just start swimming, and you know, sometimes you just have to just jump out there and just work at it until it's complete, or you know, to master whatever you're trying to learn, because it's never going to be a right time or right moment.
Never.
No.
There's no such thing as a right time and a right moment. We can give 1,000 excuses about why we can't do something right now, but there's 1,000 other reasons why you should. And there are people who are doers. I'm a doer. I take opportunities. I see opportunities. Every single day I ask, what opportunity is going to come my way that I can take advantage of? That's how I got on TD Jakes. Not because I was sitting around, hoping one day I'd get on TD Jakes. An opportunity came. And I was like, yes, I will take that. Didn't even know. I had no idea. I just, again, I wanted an opportunity. I wanted something different to happen. Mm-hmm. I was like, all right, I've been doing this for a while, been writing books and telling people how to write books, but I'm not feeling like I'm moving in the direction that I should. I feel like something is missing and I needed an opportunity. And that day, this didn't happen weeks, that day, there was a pitch that I applied for that talked about digital infidelity. And I was like, I know a little something about that. Let me write about that. So I wrote my one paragraph. I didn't even know it was for TD Jakes. It didn't even say. I wrote one paragraph thinking that this is an article for a magazine. 2 hours later, the producer of TD Jakes calls me and says, hey, we got your paragraph. Can you tell us a little bit more? And then after talking for a while, this is where the opportunity is. Can you fly out tomorrow? Not next week, not next month. Can you fly to California tomorrow?
And they ain't cheap.
Oh no, they paid for it.
Oh, okay. They
paid for the hotel.
They still have to,
But a lot of people
ready.
They're not ready to leave out tomorrow. They're not ready to jump tomorrow. They're not ready to have their moment in the sun tomorrow. I was ready. I was like, absolutely. And I ran around crazy all that day preparing for it, but absolutely, yes. You can't second guess opportunities. You can't wonder how, I didn't even know I was going to wear.
I know, right? You got to prepare, right?
I didn't know what time my flight was going to be. That all happened later. They was like, okay, we'll get back to you. We'll let you know what time you're going to fly out tomorrow. Had no clue. None. They were just like, get ready because you're leaving. And you'll be back home in 2 days.
Wow.
You have to take those opportunities. These are these destiny opportunities. These are life-changing opportunities. And you are ready to receive them. They will keep happening throughout your life. Now you may be thinking, oh man, I missed that opportunity. It's okay. Tell it to come back. Be like, I'm ready now. I need another opportunity like that to come my way. You have complete and total control of how you want to craft your life. What are you putting out there into the universe? What are you saying every single day? A lot of the times we're so focused on negative and saying negative things, and you wonder how come you're surrounded by negativity. Watch these words coming out of your mouth every single day. I attract opportunities. I am in charge of my destiny. I am a strong and powerful woman, and everything I do is with ease and grace. Watch your life change.
Yeah. I know some people are thinking it can't be that easy. It just can't be that easy.
Oh, it's absolutely that easy to get the opportunities. Now, I never said the opportunities were going to be easy. There's going to be some work. Again, there's going to be some work. There's going to be some sacrifices. And a lot of times it's going to cause you to do something you've never done before. Out of that comfort zone. Yes. If you're afraid of public speaking, I promise you a speaking engagement is going to come. I promise you. They're going to be like, so you ready? You're going to be like, I don't like speaking. I ain't asked you that. Are you ready? because taking control of this opportunity right here is going to lead to many more opportunities. But if you stay frozen in that fear, you are not going to move forward. You will continually stay stagnant and stuck in this part of your life. So whatever those fears are, tell them to go away. Now, is it going to be easy? No, I hate public speaking. You can't tell it, but I do. I don't like it in front of people and talking, but I do it. And because I have done this, I have helped out so many women, whether I'm talking about writing a book, whether I'm talking about autism for my son, whether I'm talking about my chronic illness. As a matter of fact, the other day, I had someone inbox me saying, hey, Contessa, I think I might have fibromyalgia. Thank you so much for saying all these things about me. I know I'm not crazy. Your story is there to help someone else. But if you're afraid to step out, and if you're always quiet, you're not walking in your destiny. You're not walking in your purpose. You're not walking in your power. Mm-hmm. All that nonsense you've gone through, every single thing you've overcome, all those tears that you have cried, they're designed to help someone else. Why wouldn't you stand up? Why wouldn't you open up your mouth? Why wouldn't you write it? The only thing that could ever come from that is an opportunity for you and an opportunity to empower someone else. And that's what we want. We are created to do those things. We're created to give, especially as women. We are created to give and to give and to give. Give the very best of you, which is your story.
Absolutely. It's I tell people all the time, just because it may be 1,000, people out there that may be doing the same thing you're doing, there are people that are assigned just for you, and they're waiting for your gift. They're waiting to hear or be a part of, or get your services. Whatever you do, someone is waiting for you. And if you die, you take your last breath at 90 years old and haven't reached your destiny, you now have to derail someone else's, Now someone else has to align up with another person.
Yes.
But
yes.
You could be, you could be that one person that they need to hear from, that one person they need to purchase their service from, that one person that they need to read your book. That one person can change a life. And that's why I do what I do with Dreams Empowerment Network.
Yes, and it's so true, because you know what? They may have heard the same story from someone else, but they hear it from me and they're like, she looks like me. She sounds like me. She reminds me of my mama, my sister, my cousin. And so I can understand and relate better from her than I can from someone else. You have no idea why someone may be attracted to you in particular. It doesn't matter if, like you said, 1,000 people may be talking about the same thing, but no one can say it like you. Mm-hmm. No one can describe it like you. No one can captivate that audience like you. You are needed exactly the way that you are. I posted on Facebook today that you are not an imposter. You are an expert to somebody.
Yes.
So don't let that stop you from stepping forward and doing whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing for the past 6 months, for the past year, for the past 10 years. It's not too late. You've been wanting to write that book? Go. You've been wanting to do a webinar? Do it. You've been wanting to write that play? Do it. Wanting to take them dance classes? What's stopping you? Mm-hmm. Absolutely nothing. You are your worst enemy. Tell yourself to shut up. I
Yes.
have to do it all the time. I'm like, shut up, Tessa. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah.
Because I hear these voices all the time. Say negativity. You can't do it. Who do you think you are? Ain't nobody gonna listen to you. Lies, 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 lies. You know it. I'm sure that happens to you, and I'm sure it happens to the clients that you talk to all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, the main thing is, and I know people have heard it 1,000 times, and it can't be more truer than this. Hang around people that will inspire you or like-minded or goal-driven or going somewhere. Because if you don't, the people that you attach yourself to are not doing anything, don't have anything positive to say, will suck the life out of you. And they won't be encouraging you. They be discouraging you, right? So I have this speech I called the how to I can't even think of the name of it.
You know what? That always happens. You be like, it's right there on the tip of my tongue.
Right. How to cultivate. Yeah, how to cultivate a dreamer. And one of the key pieces is the gatekeeper. You know, and the gatekeeper job is to keep those negativity people away from that person. But most definitely, you have to constantly renew your mind, be around positive people, get around that energy.
Yeah.
When you created people who are going somewhere, who are excited about their destiny, who are working towards things, the energy in the room is unbelievable. It is such like it's just like a big high. Well, you know, you just elated, and I'm telling you, it's nothing like it. But you continue to be in the same spot year after year around the same people who keep telling you that you're crazy, that won't work. Who do you think you are? You will believe it. You'll
Yes.
continue to believe it, right? So when
That
you
is
be around other people who see the greatness in you, who try to pull it out of you, and you know, and put those opportunities in front of you, you begin to see your worth. You begin to believe in yourself, and that's what a lot of people need to do. They need to shift, drop off those things that have been hanging on to you and sucking the life out of you, and go somewhere where somebody can pour some things into you, for sure.
Yes, most definitely. And you know, but the hardest thing is that sometimes when you're in it, you can't even see that you're in it. And sometimes it takes someone like me or someone like you to be like, can I talk to you for a minute? Can I impart some can I encourage you for a second? Let me post something on Facebook. Let me say something to you. Let me engage in a chat with you, because they may not even know that they are right in the middle of all this negativity and despair, because they don't know any better. They've just been in it for so long, and they don't even know how to reach up and ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
They wouldn't even recognize the light if they saw it.
Where's the light?
The light's right in front of you. All you have to do is go towards it. The light, all I see is darkness, because it's just me.
Yeah.
I run into people like that so much. I'm like, my heart just melts for them. It's like, oh, we're gonna have to get you into some more light. Let me invite you to my group so you can see some light, so you know what light is. Let me give you this free download that I have of these meditations or these affirmations, so that you can listen to it and start to break through some of that darkness that you have going on around you. Sometimes that's just all they need.
Yeah.
They need somebody to be like, sister girl, let me help you. Because them girlfriends you got, they ain't trying to help you. They're trying to keep you right where they are. Some of y'all need to let some of that go. You need to let some of them girlfriends go. Let go some of them sister friends. Let go some of those relationships that is nothing but negative. Some of y'all need to get rid of the negative bosses. Some of y'all need to move. Some of y'all need to look, my phone, there are several phone numbers on here that says no. And I know when they call, not to answer. You have to set up boundaries for yourself when you are determined to change your life, because everything's going to try to come against it. Everything. It's like, oh, now, girl, you ain't going nowhere. We going to keep you right here. You have to fight and break free. And you got to do that as if your life depends on it, because you know what?
It does.
It does.
It does.
And not only does your life depend on it, someone else's life is depending on you to show up. We got work to do. We got work to do.
So, excuse me. Tell the people how they can contact you or connect with you.
So I do have a website, ContessaLouise.com, where you can go and connect with me there. I'm also all over social media, Contessa Louise. I promise you, if you go to Google and type in Contessa Louise, I'm going to pop up. You can also email me at info@ContessaLouise.com. I am so available. I want to talk to you. I want to connect with you. I also have this amazing group of women that you can be a part of, where we love having conversations like this. As a matter of fact, Roberta was on there not too long ago. We just sit down and chat and talk about some real issues that are affecting me and you and women all over. And if you want to connect there, it's bit.ly/chatwithtessa. ChatWithtessa, chat with Tessa. I have to make sure I got that right. And I am looking forward to meeting each and every one of you.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming in and speaking to our guests and talking to, giving them some really good pointers about seizing the moments. That's one of the biggest things. Seize the moment. And don't worry about if you missed it. Ask me to come back. I like that. It's ready to come on back. Come on back.
I'm ready
now. Come on back. And a lot of times we sit and we was like, oh, I missed that opportunity, and we get down and hard on ourselves. So that's a great point. And it's okay. I'm ready now. I invited back in.
Okay.
And I thank you again for taking the time out of your busy schedule, because I know you run groups here, and you're doing this, you're speaking on this platform, and you're speaking on this platform, and you got your clients. You just doing so much, but one of the things I do want to say is I've learned a lot from you of bringing in different ways of bringing in income. And so I just need to put it to work.
Now, all you have to do is ask. I always have time for you. Always. We can do some things, girl.
Well, thank you so much. But again, this is Miss Burt with Dreams Empowerment Network. And if you want to connect with me, you can always find me on Facebook under Dreams Empowerment Network, or my personal page, Roberta E. Spates. But I would like to invite you to my private group page, which is Dream Warriors. And as we, again, inspire women and help women and ask the question, how do I get from point A to point B? Come join us on the Dreams Warrior page as well. So tonight, I want to thank again our guest, Contessa Louise, for taking her time out. And remember, you guys, you have to dream big to win big. Mwah.